Leonardo da Vinci stands as one of history's greatest minds, a symbol of boundless creativity and unmatched genius. His name conjures images of iconic art, groundbreaking inventions, and meticulous scientific discoveries. But Leonardo was more than just a painter or inventor. He was the Renaissance spirit personified, a man driven to understand and master every field he explored. The 15th century, when Leonardo was born, was a time of profound change. Italy, the heart of the Renaissance, was alive with art, science, and new ideas. This cultural rebirth encouraged thinkers and creators to challenge traditions and explore new horizons. Leonardo thrived in this environment, pushing boundaries and leaving a legacy that still shapes the world today. Picture a young Leonardo sketching birds soaring against the clear Tuscan sky, captivated by their graceful arcs and rhythmic wing beats. Imagine him crouched by a bubbling brook, tracing the ripples that danced across the surface, his observations sparking a lifelong curiosity. From an early age, Leonardo showed a remarkable desire to understand the world in all its complexity, a trait that defined his extraordinary life. What do you think made Leonardo da Vinci's mind so extraordinary? Share your thoughts as we embark on this journey through his life. Leonardo da Vinci was born on April 15, 1452, in the village of Vinci, nestled in the rolling hills of Tuscany. His father, Ser Piero, was a notary, and his mother, Caterina, was a peasant woman. As the child of parents from different social spheres, Leonardo's upbringing was unconventional, giving him the freedom to explore the world around him with endless curiosity. Growing up in Vinci, Leonardo was surrounded by the beauty of nature. He closely observed the details of plants, animals, and the changing seasons. These experiences sparked a lifelong fascination with the natural world that influenced his art and scientific studies. One story describes young Leonardo watching birds in flight, captivated by their graceful movements. He sketched them often, trying to understand how they flew, a curiosity that would later inspire his designs for flying machines. Though his formal education was limited, Leonardo's talent for drawing became clear at an early age. He spent hours sketching the world around him, from the delicate veins of a leaf to the motion of a bird in flight. These simple drawings hinted at the detailed observation and relentless curiosity that would define his work. Imagine growing up surrounded by the stunning landscapes of Tuscany. How might such an environment inspire your creativity? Share your thoughts below. And as we continue exploring Leonardo's life, don't forget to subscribe and ring the bell for updates. You won't want to miss the next chapter. At the age of 14, Leonardo moved to Florence to apprentice under Andrea del Verrocchio, one of the most respected artists and engineers of the time. Verrocchio's workshop was a bustling center of creativity, where Leonardo learned painting, sculpture, mechanics, and anatomy. This environment laid the foundation for the skills that would later define his genius. Leonardo's talent stood out early. In a collaboration on the baptism of Christ, he painted an angel so lifelike and luminous that it reportedly surpassed Verrocchio's own work, leading the master to abandon painting entirely. Florence, a hub of artistic and cultural innovation, further fueled Leonardo's curiosity. He began experimenting with light and shadow to create depth and realism, mastering the technique of chiaroscuro. He also explored perspective, bringing a new level of accuracy and vitality to his scenes, setting himself apart from his contemporaries. During this time, Leonardo's fascination with the human body and movement grew. His sketches, many of which later filled his notebooks, show his meticulous study of anatomy and the mechanics of life, a passion that would shape his work for years to come. Have you ever had a mentor who changed your life? How did they inspire you? Share your story as we explore Leonardo's journey under Verrocchio's guidance. By 1478, Leonardo had gained enough skill and recognition to leave Verrocchio's workshop and start an independent career in Florence. This marked a turning point where he began to explore his unique artistic style and innovative ideas. One of his first major commissions was The Adoration of the Magi. Although unfinished, the piece revealed Leonardo's groundbreaking style, combining intricate details, dynamic compositions, and emotional depth. This work set him apart from other artists by bringing religious scenes to life in a completely new way. Leonardo's scientific curiosity also deepened during this time. He began dissecting animals to study anatomy, which greatly influenced his art. His studies of muscles, bones, and movement allowed him to depict the human form with unmatched realism. Even in unfinished works like The Adoration of the Magi, scholars find clues to his genius. The dynamic figures and architectural elements show how he redefined storytelling through art. Leonardo's notebooks from this period also reflect his growing interests. They include anatomical sketches, detailed plant studies, engineering concepts, and notes on perspective. These pages weren't just studies. They were the foundation for many of his later groundbreaking contributions to art and science. What fascinates you more about Leonardo, his art, or his scientific curiosity? Share your thoughts below. In 1482, Leonardo moved to Milan to serve Ludovico Sforza, known as Il Moro, as a court artist, engineer, and scientist. This role allowed him to explore a wide range of disciplines, making Milan a hub for his creativity and intellect. One of his early masterpieces in Milan was The Virgin of the Rocks, a painting that showcased his mastery of light, shadow, and composition. This work demonstrated his ability to create lifelike depth and emotion, solidifying his reputation as a groundbreaking artist. Leonardo's contributions extended far beyond art. As an engineer, he designed innovative weapons, fortifications, and hydraulic systems. His advanced canal designs displayed his ingenuity in managing water flow and urban planning. Although many of his ideas remained theoretical, they reflected his forward-thinking approach to solving practical problems and his fascination with mechanics. Between 1495 and 1498, Leonardo worked on The Last Supper, a monumental mural for the monastery of Santa Maria delle Grazie. This masterpiece captured the raw emotion of the moment Jesus announces his betrayal, using revolutionary techniques in perspective and human expression. Despite its deterioration due to experimental materials, it remains one of history's most celebrated artworks. Leonardo's notebooks from this time reveal his insatiable curiosity, filled with studies of flight, mechanics, and hydraulics. These writings highlight his drive to innovate in fields far beyond art. If you could ask Leonardo one question about The Last Supper or his groundbreaking designs, what would it be? Share your thoughts in the comments. After the fall of Ludovico Sforza's rule in Milan, Leonardo returned to Florence in 1500, a city that had become a vibrant center of artistic innovation. Leaving behind his diverse projects in Milan, Leonardo brought his experience to Florence, focusing on portraiture, scientific studies, and engineering designs. This marked a new chapter in his career, where he balanced his artistic and technical pursuits. During this period, Leonardo began work on his most famous masterpiece, the Mona Lisa, c. 1503. This portrait of Lisa Gherardini, a merchant's wife, is celebrated for its lifelike details and mysterious smile. The Mona Lisa showcases Leonardo's mastery of realism, his innovative use of sfumato, a technique blending colors and tones to create softness, and his ability to bring his subjects to life. The enigmatic smile has inspired countless interpretations, making the painting a timeless masterpiece. Leonardo also expanded his scientific studies, particularly in anatomy. By dissecting cadavers, he created highly accurate anatomical drawings that combined artistic beauty with scientific precision. One of his famous works, The Fetus in the Womb, demonstrates his ability to blend observation with imagination, presenting the human body in groundbreaking ways. In addition to his art and scientific work, Leonardo applied his creativity to engineering. He proposed advanced designs for canal systems and fortifications to improve Florence's infrastructure. His notebooks from this time detail these ambitious projects, highlighting his vision for solving practical challenges through innovation. This period in Florence highlighted Leonardo's genius across multiple disciplines. Whether through his extraordinary art, detailed scientific studies, or visionary engineering concepts, he continued to push the boundaries of what was possible, leaving an enduring legacy for future generations. What do you think makes the Mona Lisa's smile so captivating? Share your theories below. In 1506, Leonardo returned to Milan, now under French rule. Despite political changes, the city once again became a place for him to explore his interests in art, science, and engineering. During this time, he refined his techniques and expanded his knowledge in new directions. Leonardo produced several significant works during these years, including St. John the Baptist and The Virgin and Child with St. Anne. These pieces featured his evolving style, with softer lines, subtle expressions, and an even greater mastery of light and shadow. St. John the Baptist stands out for its enigmatic expression and spiritual intensity, hallmarks of his later works. Leonardo's notebooks reveal his growing fascination with geometry and mechanics. He sketched complex shapes, anatomical studies, and designs for flying machines, including experiments in aerodynamics that showed his vision for human flight. His ability to merge precise observation with imaginative invention defined this period. Leonardo's apprentice, Gian Giacomo Caprotti, known as Salai, played an important role in his later years. Salai served as both an assistant and muse, with scholars identifying his features in works like St. John the Baptist and Bacchus. Their collaboration enriched Leonardo's creative process, blending mentorship with artistic inspiration. This period in Milan reflected a balance of reflection and innovation. Leonardo refined his artistic vision while continuing to push the boundaries of science and engineering, cementing his legacy as one of history's most versatile and brilliant minds. In 1516, Leonardo da Vinci accepted an invitation from King Francis I of France, who admired him deeply and wanted to bring his genius to the French court. Leonardo moved to the Château du Clos Lucé, a beautiful manor near the king's residence in Amboise. He was given the honorary title of Premier Painter and Engineer to the King, which allowed him to focus on his passions in his final years. At Clos Lucé, Leonardo shifted from large-scale projects to mentoring young artists and reflecting on his lifetime of achievements. Despite his declining health, his mind remained active. He spent his days refining earlier ideas, advising the king, and documenting his thoughts in his notebooks. These writings included philosophical reflections, designs for unfinished inventions, and studies of geometry and tessellations, showcasing his creative and intellectual brilliance. Leonardo once said, "Learning never exhausts the mind," a statement that perfectly sums up his relentless quest for knowledge. This philosophy was clear in his scientific work, including his anatomical studies and engineering concepts, as well as in his late years in France, when he refined his inventions and explored profound ideas. His insatiable curiosity united his art and science, leaving a legacy that crossed boundaries. Leonardo made a lasting impression at the French court. King Francis I, who considered him a close friend and mentor, later described him as a man who could do anything. On May 2nd, 1519, Leonardo passed away at the age of 67 at Clos-Lucé. According to legend, the king was by his side, mourning the loss of one of history's greatest minds. Leonardo's legacy transcended borders and disciplines. He left behind works that redefined art, advanced scientific knowledge, and inspired generations. His final years in France were a fitting end to a life devoted to curiosity, creativity, and the pursuit of knowledge. After Leonardo da Vinci's death in 1519, his extraordinary contributions were not fully appreciated right away. His notebooks, filled with groundbreaking ideas and detailed observations, were scattered as his possessions were divided among his followers. During the Renaissance, finished artworks were valued far more than speculative designs, which led to much of his work being overlooked. It wasn't until the 19th century that scholars began rediscovering and compiling these notebooks. They revealed Leonardo's unmatched genius, with insights into anatomy, flight, engineering, and natural science. His ability to merge art with science redefined the Renaissance ideal of a universal man, showcasing a visionary approach that bridged disciplines and shaped how we think about creativity and innovation today. Modern technologies inspired by Leonardo's sketches include the helicopter, influenced by his concept of an aerial screw, prosthetic designs based on his anatomical studies, and armored vehicles that prefigured modern tanks. These examples succinctly demonstrate how Leonardo's visionary ideas continue to shape engineering, medicine, and military innovation today, without redundancy. Technologies such as artificial intelligence have even been used to analyze his works, shedding new light on his creative process. His enduring impact serves as a testament to the power of curiosity and imagination, reminding the world that true genius knows no boundaries. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the life of Leonardo da Vinci. If you enjoyed exploring his genius, please subscribe, ring the bell for updates, and share your ideas. If Leonardo were alive today, what modern challenge do you think he would solve? Let us know in the comments.